Antonio Carlos Jr. versus Uriah Hall takes place on the main card of UFC Fight Night 158 Vancouver, Cerrone versus Gaethje in Canada. Okay, it's a great fight. It's a phenomenal card. And we're going to talk about this fight here, Carlos Jr. versus Uriah Hall. I like Carlos Jr., man. He lost his last fight to Ian Heinisch. But when your game is to try and out-wrestle someone, trying to do that to Ian Heinisch is a problem. When your game is to out-wrestle someone, trying to do it against Uriah Hall is way easier. And I just looked up Uriah Hall's Sherdog right now. 35 years old. I didn't realise he was that old. In my mind, before I saw that age of 35, I thought to myself, 31? Just coming into his prime? He's a lot older than Antonio Carlos Jr., who's still in his prime right now. 10-3, he's coming off a loss, but before that he was on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fight win streak over some good guys in Marvin Vettori. You got Eric Spicely, who just did work almost on Deron Win. You got Tim Boach in that mix as well, which obviously doesn't have the same ring to it, but still a big name that he's beaten. I feel like he deals work on Uriah Hall. Uriah Hall, as much as people seem to hype him up, Uriah Hall, 14-9, okay? He is not, like, people seem to have this massive, like, oh, Uriah Hall, don't stand with him. Guess what? Guys stand with him and they win, alright? He's got all of these accolades in stand-up. He came through the Ultimate Fighter. I feel like he's a sort of bad product of hype because so much was put behind him. And I don't think it should have been so early in his career because he got some fights that he just shouldn't have got. And then he sort of got his way past some big fights, so that didn't help him at all because then he's thrust to the top of the division. Against, like, he fluked the win over Gegard Mousasi, which, let's be honest, it was a fluke. Like, let's be real, it was a fluke. Like, he did a spinning back kick to the body, and Gegard Mousasi shot for a takedown at the same time, and it hit him in the head. Like, if that ain't a fluke, I don't know what is. And then, yeah, you got Carlos Jr. killing shit. I mean, you look at Uriah Hall's fucking record. I mean, it is almost... It is kind of so bad. He loses to Kelvin Gastelum in the Ultimate Fighter finale. Loses to John Howard after that. Then he goes on a 3-fight streak of Chris Lieben, Thiago Santos, Ron Stallings. Then he loses to Rafael Natal. You know what I'm saying? These aren't guys you can be losing to if you're going to get me interested and have me betting on you. You know what I'm saying? And then he beats Oluwale Bangbos. Who the fuck? Then he beats Gegard Mousasi, as we said, as a fluke. Whitaker loses to him, gets dismantled. Derek Brunson KOs him in the first round. He complained about an early stoppage, but he got KO'd fair and square, to be fair. Gegard Mousasi completely destroyed him in the first round. Krzysztof Jotko, I mean, I guess that's a decent win. Loses to Paulo Costa, takes a bunch of damage, and then loses the entire fight to Bevan Lewis, who shouldn't be taking you to a third round whatsoever if you're going to be a top 15 in the UFC. Bevan Lewis shouldn't be giving you any trouble. And then he just finds a punch out of nowhere in the third round and flattens Bevan Lewis. I don't rate him anymore, man. I don't rate him. There was a moment way ages ago when he first started to string together some good wins. And I was sort of sold on this Uriah Hall kind of fantasy. Like, this guy's crazy, spinning shit. Whoa, he spins? Who does that? And then you realise why spins don't work. Because spins don't equal wins. And you just get taken down, you get smushed, and I think he's going to get taken down by Antonio Carlos Jr., who embraces the grind. Uriah Hall does gas out in the later rounds at times, okay? Especially when he has to wrestle. He does breathe a very heavy breath. I think Carlos Jr. is going to come in there, be the bigger guy, I believe. Yes, he's going to be way bigger than Uriah Hall, and I think he's going to put the pressure on him. And just dive at his legs for 3 rounds. Probably get a finish. I don't know. I doubt he'll get a finish. I reckon it'll be a boring decision with Uriah Hall on his back. And it'll be frustrating to watch. I don't rate him. Sorry, guys. If you're a Uriah Hall fan. He could win. Don't get me wrong. Uriah Hall's always dangerous. Always ready. You know, he's always got that one shot that can put you out. He always catch you with something spinning. You know, if Antonio Carlos Jr. is going to be diving for takedowns... Maybe he's probably rewatched the Gegard Mousasi fight with Uriah Hall where Mousasi went for a sort of lousy duck down shot and Uriah caught him in the face with a spinning back kick. Probably going to do something about that. I just feel like Carlos Jr. is a beast. Feel like he lost to Ian Heinisch because it was just a terrible style matchup. Listen, if your game plan is to take down Ian Heinisch, you saw it in the Brunson fight. Ian Heinisch refuses to be taken down. Alright? I like Carlos Jr. here. I think he's a beast. Listen, if they don't speak English, watch out. Because they ain't been given the leapfrogs that everyone else gets. And I say that over and over and over again. They don't speak English, and they're just outside the rankings or in the 10 to 15 range. Be careful. Because they don't get the jump ups. Because Darren Till went from nothing to rank 8, then rank 1. You know what I'm saying? But then you got guys like Vicente Luque grinding, putting together this massive streak, and then they just finally show up barely in the top 15. Watch out for the non-English speakers, guys. Don't judge them by their ranking, because in reality they're a little bit higher than that, and I think that, yeah, Carlos Jr. is going to put work on Uriah Hall here. Put your money on him. See you later. Thanks for watching. Click that button there. Goodbye. Yeah.